We know that customer time is super important, so we always try to simplify our journeys. We're here to make our customer lives better. If I can automate more and more and standardize the tools on the software cycle, then I free up the very valuable asset I have, which is the time of my software developers, so that they can build more feature to the customer and actually start getting closer to the customers. Then that will bring us a better experience at the end. We thrive every day to provide the best experience to our customer. So for us, we started our transformation years back we have our online channels for years, but we felt it's time to refresh it and be really closer to how customers live their life every day. We have been buying all our technologies for years, but then we reached a state where it's really hard to co-create, it's really hard to get the right velocity of delivery. And that's where we started the journey of taking more control of our future and building more and more in-house. And then 3 years back, we said it's time that we all come together as one global technology team and build once and deploy across. And we need to do it in a way that's really seamless, zero-touch operations, so that we can give our customer the availability we owe them to have across all our services and to be able to really have a great velocity of delivery.
How important and what is the impact of having a good digital experience?
Instant will happen. But what we owe our customer is that we'll be able to come back from it as quick as possible to ensure that we don't impact their lives. You can see it in our Net Promoter Score. Over the year, we can see that as much we worked on that metric, it becomes much better. So the more you focus on availability, you can see directly that our customers feel it. The second thing we focus on is how simple is the journey to our customers. So we know that customer time is super important. We don't want them to struggle to find information on our website, to go through multiple steps to be able to buy a product. So we always try to simplify our journeys. We're here to make our customer lives better.
How do you feel that those examples impact the overall business of Vodafone?
We'll focus all our time in customers, and then we know that the revenues will come afterwards. For example, one of our biggest trading days is the iPhone launch. It's usually a very high peak, and many companies' websites go down. We're super proud that we're 100% available across the whole pre-order period of iPhone, and even the latency was almost nil. So customers really felt the same experience they get on a normal day. And the outcome for our business is that we got more than our fair share of the market when it comes to the phone purchases and new contracts that were activated with Vodafone. So again, the better the stability, we see all our numbers heading on the right direction.
How important is the standardization for your engineering teams? Because you lead engineering teams globally, right?
So at the core of everything, the best asset we have is our software engineers' time. They become really stretched across 100 things at the same time and hard for them to focus or spend time with the customers, from requirement analysis to design to the build to deployment. Can we offload many of these decisions to the CI/CD pipeline? And that's what they call the pipeline-driven organization. If I can automate more and more and standardize the tools on the software cycle, then I free up the very valuable asset I have, which is the time of my software developers, so that they can build more feature to the customer and actually start getting closer to the customers. Then that will bring us a better experience at the end. The beauty of having multiple markets is that you can get innovation from all across. Our Italian colleagues have done a great job of integrating observability into many of our products. They call it actually pizza connection. And then our colleagues on Portugal, for example, they built great reusable components that we can use across different markets. So we started what we call TaaS, Technology as a Service, which brings all this automation, especially on the infrastructure level, into one end-to-end platform. If I have a developer joining the company tomorrow, they can start writing their first line of code and going live with it on day one, because the platform will create for them the end-to-end setup. We're using automation to make our processes much more efficient within the companies and to increase our velocity of delivery for new products and also improve our operations, which again lead to better stability.
How do you see the role of PagerDuty in this journey that Vodafone is going through?
So at Vodafone, it's very important for us to provide the best customer availability. This will bring customer satisfaction to a higher place, and then it will help you bring actually more customers and more money to the company. And at the core of that is our operational stability. And to get to the right operational stability, you need to have the right partners. PagerDuty was one of the partners we chose that we think they are fit for our strategy. We really aspire for this pipeline-driven organization. And for this, we need to use tools that we can automate as code. I can have a great incident management solution. But if my teams will have to spend time to configure it every time, then it won't offload the team from these decisions. And so that was one big success working with PagerDuty. We also mentioned it's a cultural change. If we really want to bring our developers closer to the customers, and we need the rest of our teams, our operations team and everyone to understand better our customers, then it's very important that we act as one. So we bring all the teams together, whether the dev, the ops, or the security team. And the beauty of PagerDuty is that it gives you all this ecosystem about the instance. Everyone is up to date at the right time. Generally, we know a problem happens very quickly and get out of it very quickly. Later, as a developer, you can come back and see from the previous incident what learnings are there and ensure that when you build code in the future, you're having resilience and stability by design on any future products. An example I can mention, we had the integration of PagerDuty back to Cavendish, our logistics system that's fully built in-house by the team. And we deployed that before one of our big trading days. We were able to detect a problem at 5 a.m. and sort it before 8, and that's thanks to PagerDuty. If that didn't happen, we will end up losing actually a big part of our sales during that very high trading day. And we assumed that this would have been more than £6 million of loss. It was just fantastic to see how that helped us to increase our sales and give better experience.
How do you see the role of AI, not only in development time, but also concerning operations?
With incident management, people usually focus on how to recover, but also it's very interesting is after the incident, can I correlate previous incidents and then using AI technologies, can I try to come up with auto recovery for future incidents? Can I reach a state where I proactively detect that a problem is going to happen before it impacts our customers? And that's the beauty when you start moving into AIOps, the ability to understand the future, prepare the team better, and avoid as many incidents as possible. With AIOps, I imagine that we reach a state where most of our ops teams are actually becoming automation engineers. So rather than having to manage the fire when it's there, they actually would be the team that would be able to build the right automation so that never happens from the beginning. So that maybe in few quarters from now, we will not be discussing how many incidents are done or what's the mean time to recover, but how many incidents are avoided.
And you'd move from a more proactive stance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It become more predictive and proactive than definitely today.
Ahmed, thank you so much for coming. I think you have some great examples around your digital transformation journey, how you're bringing more business value. Thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you, Joao, so much. It was a pleasure being with you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.